Good morning. This is Deepak. The higher the leadership, the greater the effectiveness. Let me talk about the law of the lid because it helps people understand the value of leadership. If you can handle on this principle, you will see incredible impact of leadership on every aspect of life. Leadership ability is the lid that determines a person's level of effectiveness. The lower an individual's ability to lead, the lower the lid on his potential. The higher the leadership, the greater the effectiveness. To give an example, if your leadership rates at 9, then your effectiveness can never be greater than 8. If your leadership is only 4, then your effectiveness will be no higher than 3. Your leadership ability, for better or worse, always determines your effectiveness and the potential impact of your organization. Let me tell you the story that illustrates the law of the lid. In 1930, two young brothers named Dick and Morris moved to California in search of the American dream. They eventually found jobs on a movie studio set. Because of their interest in the entertainment industry, it prompted them to open a theater in Glendale. But despite all their efforts, they couldn't make the business profitable. So they looked for better business opportunity. In 1937, the brothers opened a small drive-in restaurant in Sedina. Customers could drive into the parking lot. A small restaurant placed their orders and received their food on trays right in their cars. Dick and Morris' tiny drive-in restaurant was a great success. In 1940, they built a larger facility and expanded their menu from hot dogs, french fries, shakes to include sandwiches, hamburgers, and other items. Their business exploded. Annual sales reached $200,000. In 1948, they made modifications to the restaurant business. They reduced their menu and focused on selling hamburgers. They eliminated plates, glassware, metal utensils, switching to paper products. They reduced their cost and the price they charged the customers. The kitchen became like an assembly line where each person focused on service with speed. The goal was to fill each customer's order in 30 seconds or less, and they succeeded. By mid-1950s, their annual revenue hit $350,000. On the front of the small restaurant hung a neon sign that simply said McDonald's hamburgers. Dick and Morris McDonald had hit the great American jackpot, and rest, as they say, is history. Right? Wrong. McDonald never went any further because the weak leadership put a lid on their ability to succeed. Dick and Morris were good restaurant owners. They understood how to run business, make their system efficient, cut cost, and increase profit. They were efficient managers, but they were not leaders. Their thinking pattern clamped a lid down on what they could do and become. At the height of the success, Dick and Morris found themselves smack dab against the law of lid. In 1954, the brothers hooked up with a man named Ray Kroc, who was a leader. He soon struck a deal with Dick and Morris, and in 1955 he formed McDonald's System Incorporation, later called McDonald Corporation. Kroc began to assemble a team and build an organization to make McDonald nationwide entity. In 1961, for the sum of $2.7 million, Kroc brought the exclusive rights to McDonald from the brothers, and he proceeded to turn it into an American institution and global entity. The lead in the life and leadership of Ray Kroc was obviously much higher than that of his predecessors. Kroc succeeded in opening 100 restaurants. 4 years after that, there were 500 McDonald's. Today, the company has opened more than 21,000 restaurants in no fewer than 100 countries. The leadership ability, or more specifically, the lack of leadership ability, was the lid on the McDonald's brothers' effectiveness. I believe that success is within the reach of just about everyone, but I also believe that personal success without leadership ability brings only limited effectiveness. The greater the impact you want to make, the greater your influence needs to be. Whatever you will accomplish is restricted by your ability to lead others. I hope you learn from this example and make your life better and you become a better leader. Thank you so much and have a great day.